Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Anywhere We Go. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about all the changes that has happened in the last few weeks, months, years. I don't know. Basta, we're gonna go on a ramble. Basta gusto ko mag-speak before falling asleep. And yeah, so buckle up, sit tight. Ano yun? So sit tight, buckle up, and have some water as we go on a journey anywhere, everywhere, and nowhere all at the same time. Let's get it started. Oh, gonna be entry pala siya, may introduction. Introduction. This research states, so school, I will be giving very broad updates. Graduating soon, 2 weeks, in a week or two, post Independence Day. And that's very, kind of symbolic since after the independence day of the country, we're going to independence ourselves from the school. And then we are going to start a job. And then that is where we are. We are in the precipice of a new chapter. And I am navigating the new. I'm trying to navigate new waters or a new place. I'm navigating with old maps. And I have to update my map. And the map is so hard to update on the spot, na like on in the moment. It takes a lot of effort because if you have like different locations being updated, different parts of your life that need updating, when you need to allocate kunyari, you're trying to you're like kunyari, life is like ABCDE, and then your priority was A for a time, your priority was B for the time, C at the time, and then now D is calling. D needs to be the center, or like the ratio and the proportion of them. Like instead of like this or that, it's like this now. D is now the priority. And the ABCD is ABCD habits or ABCD identities, they are automated. And if you haven't if you haven't uh systematically, if you haven't automated A, B, C, and D healthily, then once you allocate your energy towards D, it will fall. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. Ganon. So, dapat yung systems mo is good. Ang realize ko is now, hindi ko makastart, I felt like I needed to, kasi confidence is not something that is gained, something needs to be lost. Because confidence is the base level. Base level is confidence. May mga nalalagay above it. Inhibitions, unsure. But I just have to clear that out so that I can return to baseline. And now I have. Just saying that out is still a bit. I'm gonna move it forward. Because I was here, and I had to let go of the baggage, if that makes sense. And then here, and then that's where I want to be. And I'm saying as if I'm there so that I can be there. But I had to go here. Kasi kung nagsalita ako na nandito pa ako, kung nagsalita ako na nandito pa ako, hindi ko to dinaanan, that is delusional na. It's a fake it till you make it, but speak it into existence. I will be versus I am. You can only say I am once you've done that. For me at least, na like I found na kasi it has to be automated. Embodied na identity-based na siya kasi once it becomes identity-based, hindi mo na siya shake. Now, there are things that shake your identity, like the heat. Because it's like operational, systemic. The hardware of the body. My body has thermal limitations. It cannot sustain it has optimal conditions for performance. And recently, the environment that I was in, i.e., the earth, was very, very hot and humid. Hopefully, thankfully, recently it rained. But in those moments, instead of fleeing from whatever my body was telling me, I sat with it and I wrote it down messily. I have here my journal where I've been writing all of my frustrations, my joy, my sadness, my anger, my thoughts, my future. Actually, there at the back, that is where I have written, this is my past, the wall of who I was and who I am, like my childhood self. That is the before the incident. Ano incident? Life, the reality of the life. That was a guy who was like divinely, wala talaga, like at the one, connected with the oneness of the universe. Like wala talaga siyang ano, nung nalaman niya ang humanity na like the dark side of the earth. Yun na. Now I see both. Pero I'm still like new to it. Like ang analogy ko with where I am is like, I know na kaya ko mag-lift ng 400 pounds. But right now, I'm just lifting 20 pounds. Okay. And kailangan kong mag-show up consistently. Kasi hindi naman ako pwede mag-not show up. Pero, there are times na rest will be called, needed. Kasi hindi mo naman yun, rest is when the gains happen sa muscles. And with the brain, rest is where integration happens. Rest is when you are finally able to process the changes that you have made and the changes that you're going through. Processes look differently for everyone, but for me, it tends to be fast, all over the place, but always ending up somewhere better. And that's a lot better than where I was before, where the spiral ends down. I know the spiral is going up, up, up. It's a moment. Pero it's still messy. So yun. In my journal, I have written here, let's go to, and it's like as anecdotal evidence. Kasi kung hindi ko naman susulatin, wow, ang linis ng writing. This is more of a retrospective kasi I was reflecting upon past days. And then I'm learning as I go to just write it down. And then I just saw something on Instagram Reels as I was scrolling on Instagram Reels. By the way, you can weaponize your algorithm just by doing this. By talking to people, by saying things through the mic. Because kahit sinasabi nilang hindi naman nila naririnig nila kung ano ang iyong sinasabi, ano kayo pinakikinggan, kaya iyan ang kanilang ibibigay sa iyo. So, if you say focuses on manifestation, then your phone will manifest that thing for you. And I don't think that's just the algorithm and the thing. It's also like just how the world actually works and your brain. We don't know. But ginawa ko, tas nangyayari. So, maniwala na lang sa trust. Yan. Step by the step. Drawing, using paper, using different colors, sketching. Yes. Do you see the yin yang? Ding, 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 ding. I wrote down words that I learned, like the statute of limitations, not the statue of limitations at all. Statue of liberty. It's like when enough time has passed for something to be able to be talked about. Like you're finally detached from whatever incident that have happened. Or like, yeah, basta lumipas na yung oras, enough time for you to finally share it with the world, or it's finally able to be processed. For months and months on end, allergies have been the constant thing that have been debilitating me. I knew already, and I have been diagnosed with allergic rhinitis, among other things. But like, I tried to, you know, raw dog it or like toughen up. Pero like, the amount of and the energy, or like the force that I allocated towards toughening up was used by other things in my life. Like with focusing on different... Kaya nga sabi ko, so I was, kunyari, yung toughening up is letter E ngayon or letter T. Hindi ko naman kayang itaas lahat ng energy levels o lahat ng letters of the alphabet pataas. So kailangan, if I can't help myself, I have to ask for help. And that's where these things come in. Oh my gosh, I'm so coherent today. Yun nga, kapag kaya ko mag-speak, I can speak. The first thing that I bought for the arsenal, it gets closer to the source of the issue. We're gonna get there. Peeling back the layers of my... This was Difflam. This is a spray for the throat so that it doesn't get inflamed. Forte reduces inflammation. It has this long stick so that it reaches the back of your throat. And next is a saline spray. But I was recommended a corticosteroid spray. Ano yun? Basta the one that stops the hair from inflaming. But for your nasal lining to not get inflamed, this one, it's like a tst. And then since the whole of the airway system, the unified airway system is connected, or the airway system is unified, the eyes. Kaya nga, E and T, boom. Kasi I'm entering the workforce. You might be wondering why I am deciding to go through all of this. Because I have told myself na I do not want a refit of how the fit was fought. You know, ayokong maulit yung the way things happened before, because the way that things happened before were, blind. I don't want to go into the forest blind. If I could, I would love to clear the fog, but for now, let's just get a very, very bright light and go at the day, not in the night. I don't know. That's a bit of an analogy right there. But yeah, as much as I would, in myself, I need help from others and also the environment. I can't change the world. The world is gonna get hotter. All you can do is adapt. And whenever we are blessed with like a temperature that is not debilitating, i.e., not too hot and humid, I make the most of it. Kanina at the gym, I went for it because I didn't really feel the heat too much. It was still a bit humid. I still sweat fast, but everybody in the gym was like, the energy was light. For real. Like, the energy was light. A few weeks ago, for the past few weeks, the energy was a bit heavy. Because, like, it was literally so hot. So, there were not much people talking, or like, best that you could feel it. And today, it was fun. The energy was light. People were cooler. I didn't feel anyone complaining. The sweat was good. Good sweat. Endorphin. Kaya pag nasa outdoor ka, endorphin. Dopamine. Oh, both of them. Dopamine's nuts. Anyways, so yun. Biggest thing talaga is environment. I have in myself, adjusting myself, helping to adjust myself with the tools. The system now needs to be tackled. It has to be, yes. The outside, the pedal of the internal work has moved enough that the pedal of the outside world, the inner and the outer, need to be in sync with one another. And that's where we grow. In the precipice of, on the edge of safety is where growth lies. Kasi if it's too much safety, and wala na tayong growth dyan. Kung too much naman na chaos, shut down na tayo. Stop na. So dun tayo sa middle way. That's why, baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? Ooh, ooh. And yeah, that's why I have a panda here. And maybe that's why I have always been intrinsically or like instinctively liked Kung Fu Panda. And I've always liked the like energy of like the Kung Fu and shit. If I were to enter a sport, it would probably be something aligned with the Kundalini or like the energy, the forces. Dancing is a way then. It's like, oh, thousands of years of Eastern medicine. India. I love India. When I was young, I was already watching Bollywood movies without subtitle. But I understand the message. I understand it very clearly. And yeah, the Chinese too. Oh my god. Lumaki akong consuming all kinds of media. So I think the early exposure to that and the inherent capacity of the inherent pattern recognition of the brain and empathy has rendered me with divine capability. With this capability, whatever this may be. So yun. Sana na save. You know who else was exposed to multiple types of greatness? Hee hee. Ow. We just watched Michael the movie, and it was good. I legit was crying after going outside the cinema. Like I was in watching the movie, and Human Nature was playing, and I was like, just remembering it, I'm getting emotional already. Oh my god, my throat is swelling up. Wala na si Michael Jackson na. I fucking hate this. I don't hate the world. I fucking hate that. The system that brought him down. But that system will break. To reach, we have to continue to connect within ourselves. Like with AI, it's speeding up the, or not AI itself, but the recklessness of those who push for its insatiable growth or uncontrolled, unmonitored. Hindi naman basta. The pace forces us to connect within. And I chose that. And I chose to listen to that. To the call of listening to the soul. I heard or I read an excerpt from Pope Leo's 40,000 word manifesto with AI. I don't know the specific thing, but it was a 40,000 word writing which said that young people today must know how to connect within themselves and to reach transcendence, because and to truly listen to the soul, because the soul does not scream, the soul whispers. That's why I feel a lot calmer in the night, and when I'm alone, because I am able to listen to it, to the hymn of the universe, and I want to continue to spread that hymn to the rest of the world, and I want to embody that hymn. But there are ways, there are clogs in the chakras of the body, or like there are like gusto kong pumunta dun, but there's like blockages blocking the way. The energy wants to go outside, but there are blockages. Okay, I really have to process this na talaga. How do I release pure energy? Beyonce? But it's a step-by-step process kasi. Kasi I have reached and I have been above for a bit, reached hindi naman sa enlightenment. I don't know if I've reached enlightenment. Basta I've gotten a taste of, wow, ang ganda naman dito sa taas. Ako'y sumakses. But it was so fucking lonely. Sabi ko, okay, gusto kong bumalik dyan. Whatever that place may be. That feeling, euphoria, nirvana. Pero at the same time, sabi ko, I still want to experience the whole extent of being human. I can't just go back to source without going through everything. And I am. Ayun tuloy. Sabi ko, gusto kong mamati lahat. I'd rather feel everything than nothing every time by Ariana Grande. Ayun. Lahat ko na nararamdaman, lahat ng pinagkikim-kim ko ay lumalabas na. So that, clean it out. Like, flushing out the system. So that you can allow good things to come in instead. Kasi you can't keep adding, okay? The limited capacity. You have to release what no longer serves you to let in what will. Arami ko nang sinabi. Ang gusto lang niyo naman is manifesting and mix and match. Anyways, so Michael Jackson. Yan, diba? Si Michael Jackson kasi he is one of the most. They stopped him because he was getting too close to breaking the illusion. He was getting too powerful. You know what people do to powerful people? They shut them down. So the fight happens in the shadows. Sabi nila, the revolution will not be televised. It will happen in each and every single one of us. And this is kind of my way to revolt against the system that shuts me up. But I have to be pragmatic din naman. Because kailangan ko ng pera to be able to revolt. Or like to process this. Trying my best to communicate my needs properly. Trying my best to know what to speak and what not to speak and how to speak it. That's one of the most powerful things. Words, writing, manifestation. Now we're integration. Sabi nga ni Rapunzel, all my life I've wanted to see the floating lights. That was my dream. Now that I'm finally here. Ano nang dream ko? Sabi ni Eugene, you get to find a new dream. And I was like, damn! These movies be hitting hard when you've actually gotten through life. I'm super grateful though that I finally have enough and I'm investing towards the things that I'm saying, and those things that I'm saying are coming. They're coming fast. Come faster, Fliss. But not too fast, not too much. No, come. Keep coming. Don't stop coming. Come for me. Tama na. Anyways, happy Pride Month. This is a bit of a weird one. A short one. Messy one. But yeah, it's been real. It's been true. It's been yes. I hope you enjoy this podcast for whatever briefly this is, because the meds are starting to kick in. Hopefully, I feel asleep. Decolonize your mind. Reconnect to your center. Listen to the silence. Listen to what your soul actually has to say. And get back to life. It's all about leaving, arriving. It's all about returning. Return to where you are, where you were, where you'll be, and always stay present. Being present is just being here. Not even thinking about whatever.